What's up, guys? It's Joseph10704 giving you guys another Blu-ray update. Holy shit. Where the hell have I been? Busy. Yeah, a lot of shit has happened. I have a lot of Blu-rays. I hope I got all of them in here. All in the update. I didn't really buy that much on so-called Blu-rays. This is just all accumulations I have bought in or got since September till now. I think I'm right. Yeah, hopefully. If I didn't get them all in, I'm sorry. I'll probably get them in the next update. But anyways, let's start off with the Blu-ray 3D movies that I have bought in over the past couple of months. And I'm not going to go into detail with them, just going to tell you how I think about the movie, and that's it, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, the first 3D movie I got, only because I am a very, very big fan of this movie, and that is Pirates of the Caribbean Part 4, well, On Strangers Tide, in 3D. I heard the 3D is pretty good on this, and it's really cool, and I would say this is not my favorite Pirates of the Caribbean movie, but it's really fun to watch, and I don't know, it brought me back into watching the first one. I really like the first one a lot, and this one feels a little bit like the first one, just without a couple of the characters in it. And picture quality is really good, and yeah, pretty good. Definitely, if you like this movie, if you don't like it, stay away from it. If you don't care for it, if you like it, whatever. Buy it if you like it. I like it, so yeah, I have it. So yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. Another one, which is probably a no-brainer, and you should own this on 3D, even if you don't own a 3D TV in the future. This is a pretty good film to have. And yeah, that is The Lion King in 3D. Watched this only one time because I've been so busy. Haven't watched the 3D yet, but I hear the 3D is pretty freaking good, and the sound quality is really good. On both 2D and 3D, no matter what, sounds pretty good. But I hear 3D is like a 5 on this, and I'm really anxious to see how the 3D is on this. A lot of people seen it in the theater, and they said that in the theater it was pretty cool, and actually felt immersive, and it really brought out the colors. And this is actually hand drawn, so I really like to really see how 3D was in this. If anyone knows how 3D was, if the 3D was good in this or in the movie theater, let me know. If it's the same, whatever. Yeah, it's come with a buttload of extra features, and the pitch quality and for 2D is just fantastic. You can't really go wrong. Yeah, definitely pick this one up. This is a must own for anyone, any diehard collection fans. Must own. You have to get it. So yeah, Lion King. Another one, which is, I just bought this. I didn't even do an unboxing on this because I didn't realize everyone else is doing an unboxing of it, so I said, fuck it, not even going to bother. And who the fuck cares about doing an unboxing on this one? That is Transformers Dark of the Moon 3D edition. This is the one with all the special features. Buttload of special features. I watched half of the special features, still haven't even finished half of the special features. There's like 3 hours of making of the movie and drawings and all that art stuff. It's a buttload of extra features. Did not see the 3D version of this. As you guys know, I don't own a 3D TV yet. But I did see this in the 3D, in the movies in 3D, and I really, really liked the 3D on it. BluRay.com gave this a 4, I believe, or a 4.5 on 3D transfer. And I think the same thing goes for Reader's Blu-ray Digest or something. But yeah, 3D was, I thought the 3D was really good. Mind you, this was used most of the way with 3D cameras. Not every shot in the movie was shot in 3D, and from what I was told, none of it was up converted in 3D. Most of it was shot natively in 3D. So, and some scenes weren't even shot; they were just shot in 2D, and they left it alone. They didn't even bother with it. So, yeah, I can't wait to watch this in 3D. Even in 2D, this is eye candy. I don't really watch Transformers for the story. I just watch it for the mind-blowing action and special effects. So, call me whatever you want to call me, but I don't care. So yeah, besides that, I also got another movie. You guys are probably going to badger me for this, but I don't give a fuck. I got this mainly for 3D effects and just for colors, and I actually like the movie. I really, really enjoy this movie, and that is The Smurfs. I can show you that I watched this, I rented it first, and I haven't even opened it yet. You see, I've been so busy that I haven't even opened it yet, so, yeah. I hear 3D on this is really, really good, and that's the only reason why I picked up 3D, because they gave the 3D score of like a 5 out of 5. So if it's gonna get a high score in 3D, and if I like animation, so regardless, if I like it and I enjoy it, I'm gonna pick it up. So I don't care what other people think if they didn't like it. So I don't care, but I enjoyed it, and I will watch it hopefully again in 3D. Another one which I am really happy I got this in 3D. Did not see this in the movies in 3D, seen it in 2D, and that is Kung Fu Panda 2. I really like this movie. I wish I had a 3D TV now that I say I have this in 3D, because I would really like to see how good this looks in 3D. And another one, BluRay.com gave this a 5. Animation movies is where it's at, you know. I mostly buy animation movies in 3D because they feel immersive, you know. They pop out in color, and I like animation movies, and hopefully some of you agree with me. Whether it's in 2D or 3D, they still look beautiful. 3D is just an extra bump up. It makes it pop out more, of course. In general, this movie still is beautiful in 2D, and the sound is fantastic. Special features, I didn't watch any of them, but there is still a good hold of special features. This is actually the Best Buy 3D exclusive, but now, from what I was told, DreamWorks is getting out of their BluRay exclusive Samsung things, so you'll be able to buy, for the first time ever, to buy Puss in Boots or any other DreamWorks movie now in 3D. So you don't have to look for the exclusives anymore, people. You can actually physically go to any place who sell BluRay movies from DreamWorks and buy 3D movies now. And that's going to be starting with Puss in Boots. So can't wait to buy that. That comes out pretty soon. A couple more weeks. But yeah, definitely check this one out. It's definitely worth it. And try to get the 3D version because it's definitely worth it. That's Cars 2. Cars 2, yeah. Nothing really to say about Cars 2. It's a basic, boring movie about cars. How really far can you go? But when you watch the 3D, it's immersive. So that's the only reason why I got it. End of story. We'll put that down. And I believe that's all the BluRay 3D I got so far in my update. So let's move on to superheroes. There's only 3 superheroes, and these are 3 superhero movies that I think are decent and just worth owning because, well, I think they're cool movies. Another movie which we have here is X-Men. Really like this movie. The slipcover I'm not really a fan of. I don't know why, but when it comes to X-Men movies, they just do something with the slipcover like really weird. Like they put like foil on the slipcover and it like deteriorates. The slipcover is whatever. I mean, I like it. I like the movie more than the slipcover, but this is definitely this is one hell of a movie. Fantastic pitch quality, really ball-busting sound, and just a phenomenal story. When it comes to X-Men, if there's like a couple X-Men movies I will watch, probably the first one, and then this. I'll skip 2 and 3, and I'll watch this. And Wolverine, let's just say we'll not watch that anymore ever again. I own it on Blu-ray, but yeah, this is pretty good. So yeah. 1 down, 2 more to go. Another one which I really enjoyed, only for the chemistry and just the way the acting was and the costumes. And I really enjoyed the story. It's not the best superhero movie from Marvel, but we needed to have it because the Avengers is coming out, and that is Thor. Yes, Thor is decent. It wasn't bad. It wasn't far from bad. It was fun to watch. I seen it in 3D, and I thought the 3D was shit because it was up-converted, and up-converted in 3D movies are shit unless you know what you're doing. So yeah, this movie was good. The transfer was really nice, and the sound quality was amazing. I definitely still recommend you buying this if you're a superhero fan. If you're not, stay away from it. I don't care. But definitely check this one out. Rent it if you want to. I liked it. It was worth it. Another movie which I got, and that is, if you talk about superhero movies, Captain America. Can't go wrong. This is actually the Best Buy version. Comes with a little thing in the back here. I don't really care for it in the back. It's pretty cool to see it, but whatever. This is good. People say they don't like it because they fucked up with the story a little bit, but you guys, you gotta understand, they made these movies only for the simple reason the Avengers is coming out. They could give, they could give 2 shits about how the movie was. I mean, of course they want to intrigue you with the story, but they mainly came out with this so they can just get the Avengers out, and so we can rush to see that. This was just basically their one moment stand for now and until the future 20 whatever they ever make their second movies, so they can really work on what they want to do. Even though this was still, I still like this. This was I give this the same rating. It was decent. It wasn't far from shit. It wasn't far from. It wasn't great. It wasn't I mean, it was great, but it wasn't amazing. But it's still worth owning because it's a superhero movie, and I actually like it. So definitely, if you don't like it, check it out. The 3D, I skipped on the 3D because that shit was up converted too, and I actually heard the 3D on that was worse than Thor. So yeah, I stayed away from that. But anyways, that looks pretty good. Another couple of movies I got here, which should have got an Oscar. It should have got Best Picture, if anything, or at least nominated for something. It did get nominated for a couple of Best Set, and a couple other things, and that is no brainer. Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2. The transfer is amazing, and the sound is fantastic. It's unbelievable. It really, really thumps on my surround sound system. I like the slipcover. It's pretty cool. It's metallic. If you like Harry Potter, get it. If you don't like Harry Potter, what can I say? Stay away from it. But give it a chance. Don't just knock it because you haven't seen it and you say, oh, it's Harry Potter and a wand. You know, grow up, watch a movie, enjoy something. So yeah, definitely watch it. Another one, which is, I say this is a drama, not even a little bit of a drama, mostly thriller and action-packed. And this is a movie from Saoirse Ronan. She played in a couple other movies. I can't remember. I think it was based off of a book of the Lovely Bones. That's what it was. And a movie called Hannah. This was really good. I liked the beginning and I liked the ending because the beginning, when it begins, it ends the same way as it begins. I'm not going to show you how it begins or how it ends, but watch this. Very good. It's very thrilling and it's very fun to watch, and the sound is a thumper. It's really, really good. It has really good actors in it, and Saoirse Ronan she's becoming a really good actress. I really like her. I hope she makes some other good movies in the future. Another one, which is a really old transfer and an old movie, and this is probably the only one I can actually physically watch besides the Disney version, and this is the Sony version of Hook. I really like this one. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people hate it, but it doesn't really matter to me what you like or hate. I like it, so it doesn't bother me. The transfer is really good on this. This actually came at a DVD. I didn't really watch the DVD, but I really like this movie. The sound was good. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't really like in the movie theaters but it was better from what the DVD version is. And the transfer was I gave it the transfer at least a 4. It was really, really good. I really liked it. If you like Hook, definitely check it out. Let's see. Probably another movie I have, which is Al Pacino's Scarface. Probably my only steelbook, and will only ever be my only steelbook because I really can't really find steelbooks, and I really don't have the money to spend on $40 for a piece of tin. But yeah, very good transfer. I mean, transfer isn't that great. Transfers, there's a little bit of DNR, but a lot of edge enhancement, which really fucks up the picture quality. It's just really, really, really bright, and I don't know. It's still okay. Hopefully they remaster it, but I'm not really bothered because this wasn't Al Pacino's best. It was just one of his funner movies to watch. Steelbook is pretty nice, though. I'm not gonna lie. I like it. I'm not bothered with it. It's pretty cool. Comes with a little special features. It also comes with the 1932 version of Scarface, which I haven't watched. I don't even plan on watching it. If I have time, not even sure. Anyways, another movie I have, which really got a lot of hate. I don't think people understand the concept of movies anymore. I think they're going brain dead or something. But anyways, this is a movie called Super 8. A lot of people are saying this movie's overrated and it's not good. It could have been better. I don't think people really, really took the time of watching this film. I think the only reason why this movie got a lot of disliking is because they say it was really, really overhyped, meaning the trailer was overhyped and all that shit. But I really don't think a lot of people on the YouTube community have really, or just in the world in general, have really taken the time and physically sat down and watched the movie. Just shut up and just watch the movie. Like, this movie is portrayed in a kid's mind. It's not portrayed in an adult mind. it's portrayed of what a kid would imagine in his life. So there's a scene in here when a truck goes on the train track and blows up the train. That's an imagination of a kid. If you guys can't realize this, then you're just not there anymore, you know? This is based off of a kid's mind. If you guys really can't take the fact in that this movie is overrated, then you don't know film. I really don't think you know film. This movie is perfect. So take your time. Really, I'm trying my best here to not really scream at you. Take your time, rewatch this, and really give it a chance. Okay? Please. It's not a bad movie. It really is a fantastic film. Not one of the best movies in the world, but this is one of my... If I'm going to pop this in and watch this for sound and demoing the film, this is where it's at. This is really good for sound as well. Super 8. Check it out, guys. You won't be disappointed. Another movie which I think was a little bit overhyped. Like, people think Super 8 was overhyped, but that's just my opinion. We all have our own opinions, and that's fine. I don't mind. Just take your time in watching movies. And that's Rise of the Planet of the Apes. While I thought it was good, I don't think it was amazing. You know, I don't think it was, you know, out of this world. Oh my god, it was so good. No, it had a good chemistry. I liked the way they did the animation, and, you know, the way they made the monkey, and, you know, I forget the guy's name who did the monkey. Call me a fucking whatever, I don't care. But, hey, it is what it is, and this is just, it's really good. I still own it. I still had to own it because I like the way they made it. But I don't think this is one of the best movies of the year. A lot of people saying this should get something for an Oscar. Well, I will agree with you on that. The guy who played the monkey, I forget his fucking name. Why can't it just... The guy who played Gollum and he played in the King Kong. Andy Serkis, that's what his name is. Thank you. Thank you, fucking God. So yeah, he did a good job, and I do think he's worth an Oscar because he's a fantastic actor. But I don't think this movie's worth anything for Best Picture, and I don't think it's even worth for Best Set if it gets anything for an Oscar. If anything I see this getting an Oscar is for Andy Serkis getting for Best Performance while playing Caesar. That's about it. Anything else, it's garbage. That's just my opinion. I still like the movie, though. Now, going on, we have 4 more. I'm not really going to talk about this one because this one deserves its own little video. I don't know why I'm even putting this in there. This one was really old. And that is the Star Wars Complete Saga. Yes, say what you will. This is Star Wars, whatever you want to say. It's not the original versions, but you want to know what? That's what George Lucas is going to do. He's going to fuck you in the ass, and then he's going to turn you over, and then he's going to skull fuck you. That's what George Lucas does to our hardcore fans. So, yeah. I'm not a hardcore fan, but I own them because I don't own any of the other movies on VHS, DVD, or whatever other Laserdisc, if they ever came out on Laserdisc. I watched the first, second, and third episodes, and I watched part 1 of the first other movies. I think it was A New Hope, if I'm correct. The first one for the transfer has a shitload of DNR, and it's episode 1, so whatever. I don't even know why they're even putting that shit in 3D, and if they do, hopefully they fix the 2D transfer. But yeah, episode 1 had a lot of DNR, and that really took me away from watching the movie. I really didn't feel like watching it after that when I seen a lot of DNR and it was really cloudy shit. I didn't really like it. So I watched the second one, and the second one looked a little better, but there was still DNR in there. And then I still watched the rest of that, and then I watched the third one, and I said, why the fuck can't the third one look just like 1 and 2? Because the third one looks absolutely fantastic. As a matter of fact, the third one probably looks better than every single one. As a matter of fact, the third one looks better than all the other episodes, and then it can come par to where the original ones stood. So yeah, there's a lot of special features in here. Haven't even watched any of them, to be honest with you. So yeah, definitely check it out though. If you're not a Star Wars fan, or if you're mad at George Lucas because he ripped you in the ass, I apologize. Talk to George Lucas. Alright, moving on. Another one that I got, which is probably this month or last month, and that is Real Steel. This was a very, how can I say, this was a movie that was very, it didn't really have a good, it had an okay fan base, but this really was pushed in the movie theaters, and it was rushed really fast out of the movie theaters. That's because it probably didn't do that good in the movie theaters. I'm not sure, I don't remember. But I really liked this movie. It really taught me the fact of, you know, what you really got in your life and you don't have anymore. This basically, watch this movie, you'll understand. Because you really taught the meaning of what you should have and the meaning of true life. I really like this movie, and I really thought the kid that's in here, who plays the son of Hugh Jackman, I really thought the kid was gonna be annoying, but he really was the main star of the movie. Besides the robot, I really felt the kid was like the robot, of course, but definitely check this one out. I say rent this first because you might not like it. I like it. The transfer was amazing, and the sound quality was fantastic. I didn't watch any of the special features. Yeah, there's a little bit. Deleted scenes and extended scenes. And a couple of gag reels and all that shit. But yeah, check it out. I like this movie. It was really fun. Another one which really did really good in the box office, and I can't wait for the last one. Hopefully it's the last one. I'm not really sure. I heard they're making two of them back to back, I think. And that is Fast 5. Not a lot of people like these kind of movies because it has to deal with racing and, you know, street life and whatever. But I don't know. I don't really think like that. I don't think thug life, and I don't really care. I'm just a guy who likes to watch movies, and hopefully you guys do too. This movie, though, really was cool in the box office, and I think it made like $600 million. It did really well. I like it. I think this is one of their best. If I want to put it in a category, which one I like the most, I'd probably put the first one, of course. The second one would probably be Tokyo Drift. This one would probably be third. The fourth one would probably be second to last. And then the second one would be last. Because, yeah, this one was good, though. Really like this one, but the first one still I like the most. I don't know why. But this one's really good. And I like Dwayne Johnson, formerly known as The Rock. Thank God he's back in wrestling. This was good. Check it out. Own it. If you like the movies, definitely check it out. So, yeah. And the last one, but not least, hopefully not least, this one should be owned. You should own this one. This is pure genius. And that is Pulp Fiction. What can I say? I'm a bad motherfucker. Check this one out. You'll like it. I enjoyed it. That's all. 5.1 DTS mastered audio, has a buttload of features, and the transfer is fantastic. I mean, seriously, the pores in people's skin it's just amazing. It's really, really detailed, and this was approved by Quentin Tarantino himself. So definitely check this one out. This is a good film, and I think you can get this for like $10 bucks, not even, maybe less. Anyways, guys, that is my update for couple of months that passed. I say for the rest of 2011 and a little bit of 2012. I will try to be doing these every month or every 2 months. Like I said, they're pretty hard to get out nowadays because busyness. Anyways, guys, sorry for this long, drawn out video. It just had to happen. Thank you for sticking with me, and I will see you guys in the next BluRay update. Peace.